This week in the collection.
Welcome to the channel. Today we're taking a look at Super7's vintage ThunderCats Wave 1. This features Lionel, Jackalman, and Mumm-Ra. So if you like this sort of content, like, share, and subscribe. Let's take a look at these together and see what exactly we got. Super7 ThunderCats Vintage Wave 1, featuring Lionel, Jackalman, and Mumm-Ra. Super7, they've had the license now for ThunderCats for a while, and they have produced several different figures on their different lines. They have this one. They also have the reaction. They have several ways of reaction, and I think they also are doing ultimates. So let's take a look. Here's Lionel. They got the red flare, like if it was when he calls on the Sword of Omens. On the back, it just says, Lionel leads the band of ThunderCats against Mumm-Ra and his evil army of mutants. The battle for the Sword of Omens is on. And then that's it. It just has the 3 Wave 1s figures, and then it says collect them all. So not a whole much going on here. On the website for Lionel, it says, to lead his fellow ThunderCats against the forces of evil, Lionel needs all the strength he can summon to save Third Earth. The new 5.5-inch scale articulated ThunderCats vintage figure of Lionel is inspired by the classic animated television series and the muscle-bound action figures made popular in the 1980s, and showcases the Lord of the ThunderCats' physical strength, includes Sword of Omens and Claw Shield accessories, and comes packed on a blistered cardback. Adding this formidable Lionel vintage figure will give Mumm-Ra and other evildoers second thoughts about messing with your collection. The next figure is Jackalman. Same exact backing card stock. Everything exactly the same on the back. Pretty much identical, very minimal into the packaging. For this one, the website reads, leader of the evil mutants. The Jackalman of Plundered Jackalman will stop at nothing in his pursuit of the Eye of Thundera. The new 5.5 scale articulated ThunderCats vintage figure of Jackalman is inspired by the classic animated television series and the muscle-bound action figures made popular in the 1980s, and makes it clear that keeping him from his goal will not be easy. Packed on a blistered cardback, this figure also comes with a giant axe accessory. There's no telling what mischief and mayhem this Jackalman vintage figure may unleash when you add it to your collection. And then the last figure is Mumm-Ra, the Ever-Living, one of my favorite villains. Again, identical back, identical front, except for just the character's name. All 3 are identical. For Mumm-Ra, it reads, by calling on the ancient spirits of evil, Mumm-Ra can transform from an emaciated corpse-like state to a formidable fiend of rippling muscle. Mumm-Ra, the Ever-Living. The new 5.5-inch scale articulated ThunderCats vintage figure of Mumm-Ra, the Ever-Living is inspired by the classic animated television series and the muscle-bound action figures made popular in the 1980s, and showcases the devil priest in his transformed muscular physique, includes a Sword of Plundera accessory and soft goods cape, and comes packed on a blistered cardback. With physical might and the power of sorcery at his back and call, this Mumm-Ra, the Ever-Living vintage figure will be a powerful foe from the ThunderCats in your collection. I like these figures. To me, they look more like the newer animated series that came out, not the original from the 80s. That had a more anime style look. I never really watched it, so I don't know, can't speak too much about the quality of the show, but to me it looks more like that. But still good nonetheless. What do you guys think of this line? Is this something you're gonna add to your collection? Let us know in the comments.